Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most King Geo in the house. So I wanted to tell you guys that from now on, I will be doing my lives will be at 10 to 11 p.m. every day. 10 to 11 p.m. every day due to my job. Um, in the weekends, if I don't come on at 10, it'll probably be 11. So please stay tuned. I will let you guys know. You will get a notification. Now, without further ado, let's go to this Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, you know that Kyle Rittenhouse a year ago went from Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and was armed with an AR-15, where he shot 3 people and he killed 2. Right? So a lot of people are saying that he went there for self. I mean, that he shot in self-defense. Well, let me tell you something. This is my opinion. This young man has no self. This young man has no self-defense whatsoever. First of all, he's underage with an arm rifle. He went from Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin. A lot of people say, "Oh, but he works there." I don't give a shit. He admitted he said that he went over there because he wanted to protect property. He has he has tons of things of cops. So where I'm getting at is that he crossed state line when he didn't have to. He was an underage having a gun. He went there with the mindset that either he's going to hurt someone, he's going to kill someone, maybe hurt someone. Because he wanted to. I am the law, right? And when approached, and no, then he goes to a hostile environment, which was the protest, because remember there was a black young man that was killed by a white cop. So some people don't see the pain that America is going through, especially African Americans who are taunted daily by white officers that shouldn't be officers, because this is no longer a job that I'm doing it because my father did it and I want to keep up the tradition, or I'm doing it because I want to help the community. This is a job nowadays that these young men and women will become police officers. They have it because they want that authority. They want to have that gun. They want to have that badge. And when you don't do a thorough investigation, and when you don't give these young men and women psychological treatment, or you vest in them, this is what happens. You have a young man who thinks he's cocky and he's going to shoot because he thinks he's the law. And especially if you have one that's a racist cop. And I'm tired of hearing there are some good cops. Of course, there's good cops everywhere. But if your partner is good and you're bad, and your partner lets you, if he chokes hold or shoots you, and your partner does not testify against you and say he did this wrong, then he's just as bad as your partner. So that makes that good cop, with all his good intentions, makes him bad. Because he could have done something. He could have changed his voice. His actions could have changed the system. Or her voice or her actions could have changed the system. And they chose not to because they want to live in this behind brother thing wall. And plus the states and the government protects them with immunity. And that should be a no-no. Anyway, so this young man goes into this state and decides to go with an AR-15, shoots 3, kills 2, right? Claiming that self-defense. How can you claim self-defense when you're you're putting yourself in harm's way by going somewhere you're not supposed to be in anyway, right? It's not your state. It's not your business. You don't own any property there, so therefore, you got nothing to protect. And then, when you get attacked, you claim self-defense. It's like me going into your home, right, with a gun, and you attack me, and I shoot you, and I say it's self-defense because you attacked me, but I'm in your home. It's something like that. Had this young man not gone there, this would have never happened. He wouldn't be in the situation that he is now. All right. One of the young men got shot in the back. So what does that tell you? If he got shot in the back, that means he was running away from me, right? So therefore, you're no threat. But this kid had this cop mentality because he wanted to be a cop. He has this cop mentality that supersedes his intellect because he's only 17 years old. And he's hearing all these people, the blacks are rioting, and the blacks are looting, and the blacks are, he's like, I got to do something. And then his mother drives him there, which she should be charged too. He crosses state line, and then the judge instructs the jury and all them that you cannot call these people that died, you cannot call them victims. They are rioters. They are this. So right there, by the judge saying that, you're making this case even more complicated and giving the jury reason to say he's not guilty. Of course they will. Of course they are victims. So what? You don't have the right to protest? People don't seem to realize that Black America has been suffering a lot for over 400 years. They have voiced their opinion. They have marched down Washington. They have protested peacefully. And yet, they are being persecuted for no reason at all because of the color of their skin. By whom? By white America. So it comes a time when people are going to say enough is enough. Was I in agreement with looting? No. Was I in agreement with burning firehouses and burning cars? No. But sometimes violence needs to be done in order to get your point across. Right? We see it in war. Doesn't the United States and other countries bomb places and innocent people die? But once that bomb hits, it makes an impact. It sends out a statement, right? So that's what Black Americans are doing. They're sending out a statement saying, we are tired of this abuse. If you're going to charge us for something that we did do, and we're going to get blamed for, not blamed for, we're going to get prosecuted for, and we're going to get treated fairly and equally. That's what anyone asks, right? You can't have it that you take two people, right? They both rob a bank. They have no criminal records whatsoever. They both are exemplary. They're examples to their community. Everything. They're equal to the T, but the only thing that separates both of them is the color of their skin. You take them to the court in the same building, and you sentence them by different judges, and I guarantee you that the black person is going to get more time than the white. The white may walk away with probation, or the black may walk away with 5 or 10 years. Same record, same family status, everything. Examples to the community, everything. And it's been proven. It's been proven day in and day out in our court system. So our court system is not blind like they want us to believe. But this young man went into another state to cause more havoc than there already was. So me as a juror, I wouldn't take that as a self-defense phase. I wouldn't take what he did. He shot those people because they won with a skateboard as a self-defense. I wouldn't do that. Because you went somewhere, you put yourself in a situation where you weren't supposed to be in the first place. So, to bail this guy out with mega money, to bail this, to point this kid out as he was a martyr, which he's not, it's ridiculous. He's just a plain cold killer. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.